1988, the United States launched one of its largest naval attacks since World War II. But this time, the enemy wasn't the Soviet Union. It wasn't a global superpower. It was Iran. And it all started with an explosion no one saw coming. The Persian Gulf had become one of the most dangerous places on Earth. This wasn't just a war zone, it was a trap. The Iran-Iraq war had been raging for years, and the battlefield had spread into the sea. Oil tankers burned in the distance. Shipping routes were littered with mines, and every ship that entered these waters knew it might not come back. Then on April 14, 1988, a U.S. Navy frigate, the USS Samuel B. Roberts, struck a mine. The blast tore through the ship. Steel twisted, the deck cracked open. Fire and smoke filled the air. Sailors were thrown across the vessel. Some burned, some were trapped, some were seconds from death. Water rushed in, fast. The ship was dying, but the crew didn't panic. They fought, not the enemy, but the ocean itself. For hours, they worked to keep the ship alive, flooding compartments, sealing damage, holding the line, and somehow they saved it. Back in Washington, there was no confusion about what this meant. This wasn't an accident. This was war, creeping closer, and this time, the United States wasn't going to wait. Orders were given quietly, quickly. Strike groups moved into position. Aircraft carriers adjusted course. Weapons were prepared. This wasn't a warning. This was a response. April 18, 1988, Operation Praying Mantis began, the largest U.S. naval combat operation since World War II. The first targets weren't ships. They were oil platforms. Used by Iranian forces for surveillance and attacks, U.S. ships moved into range. Warnings were issued. Then, they opened fire. Shells slammed into steel structures. Explosions ripped through the platforms. Flames climbed into the sky. Within minutes, they were burning. Iran didn't stay silent. Fast attack boats flooded the water. Small, fast, deadly. They moved toward U.S. ships, ready to strike. Then everything escalated. Jets roared overhead. Missiles launched across the horizon. Naval guns thundered. The Gulf turned into a battlefield. An Iranian warship entered the fight. Iris Sahand, it fired first. Missiles cutting through the sky. The response was immediate. U.S. aircraft locked on. Weapons released. Missiles struck. Once, twice, again. The Sahand caught fire. Smoke poured into the sky. Systems failed. Flames spread uncontrollably. Then, it disappeared beneath the water. Another ship, Iris Sabalon, joined the fight. But this time, it didn't end the same way. A precision strike hit the ship, crippling it, dead in the water, but not destroyed. A message, clear and controlled. Within hours, Iran's naval forces were overwhelmed. Ships destroyed, boats scattered, operations crippled. The balance of power shifted completely. Then just as quickly as it began, it stopped. No invasion, no escalation, just silence and overburning water. The battle lasted less than a day, but its impact was massive. It showed how fast a regional conflict could turn into something much bigger, because this wasn't just a battle, it was a message. Power, reach, consequence. In the end, it wasn't about winning territory or taking control. It was about one thing, drawing a line before the war went too far. Because sometimes, the most dangerous war are the ones that almost happen. Follow for more. Decode the dark.
Decode the dark.